Wow, what a weekend of motorsport. It was hard to keep up with all of the action, but lucky for you, you're watching Bob's Track Talk, the place to keep you on the pace. Supercars headed to Sandown for the opening endurance race of 2024, and there was drama right from the start. Richie Stanaway had a giant engine failure. Brodie Kostecki loved life when his teammate Todd Hazelwood passed Jamie Whincup. Brodie Kostecki hated life when the tyre on Todd's car failed at the fastest point of the racetrack. Lee Holdsworth had an out-of-control tank slapper, while the Pizza Hut Chevy did some circle work of its own. There was outstanding co-driver performances across the weekend, but none of them were included in this. But the battle for the lead was a beauty. At the final stop, Brock Feeney tried to hold the lead, but title leader Will Brown was quick to pounce at turn 1. In the end, it was Brown and Scott Pye who claimed the win and head to Mount Panorama as the clear Great Race favourites. Carrera Cup was also at Sandown, and the purring Porsches needed to deal with Saturday's big wet. Even our bobjane T-Marts boys were finding life difficult in Melbourne's treacherous conditions. There were a few drivers doing jumps and a lot of great racing, but in the end, Harry Jones was the king of the Carrera Cup castle.
He is the king of the Carrera Cup castle this year.
Hey, that's what I just said. Formula One returned to Azerbaijan, and it was Australia's All Let Us Rejoice because Oscar Piastri did the job on the Baku streets. The Aussie made an all-time pass for the lead on Charles Leclerc, and once in the lead, held off the Ferrari star. Sergio Perez was on for a podium until this last lap collision with Carlos Sainz, handing George Russell and Mercedes an unlikely top 3. The other Aussie, Daniel Ricciardo, finished down in 13th place. In NASCAR, Shane Van Gisbergen kept our interest high with a stellar drive at Watkins Glen. The former supercar star was in the mix for the win right up until the last lap, but made a small error that gave Chris Buescher this smallest gap that he filled very quickly. And yes, you asked for it, there were plenty of shunts, including this big wall ride near the end of a dramatic day. And in IndyCar, Alex Palou wrapped up the title with a distant 11th place finish at Nashville. Aussie Will Power was the only driver with a sniff of a shot of winning, but his seatbelt unbuckled during the race, putting him out. Nashville-based driver Colton Herta took the win, while Scott McLaughlin was 5th, and if not for that early season technical breach for the Team Penske cars, he could have been the champion. But we'll move on fast because there's plenty more motorsport coming your way. I'm Richard Crail, and you'll hear more from me on Bob's Track Talk next week.